So Jeremy and I started working together when he was heading up the foundry at Unilever. And we've just been delighted to see his new company, CUBED, focus in the startup and innovation world. And we're really privileged to have him come back to run our startup program here at the summit. And without further ado, I would like to welcome Jeremy Basset to the stage. Come on down. Give him a hand.
Well, good afternoon. It's good to be back here at ICOM, and what a start, huh? Who's feeling hungry after that presentation from Benjamin? I'm like, that's pretty incredible. And it's great to see AI moving from idea and concepts into reality, and it's obviously something that is impacting every industry and every company that's represented here. As Andrea said, to quickly introduce myself, my name's Jeremy Basset. I run a company called CUBED, and we help corporates work with startups. It really came out of my experience and in some ways my frustration of launching and leading the Unilever Foundry. And so we do help other corporates on that same journey of launching and accelerating their own innovation platforms. It's a fun job. You're really working at the nexus of corporates and startups and looking at how you can bring them together. And today's session is all about that. It's looking at how do we take the 8 rock star startups that you're about to meet and introduce them deep into the insides of your organizations. So just to explain how this session is going to work, there's really 3 parts to it. We've got the startups who will be giving their 6-minute pitch. And it's quite a quick pitch. So do get ready for that. And then our jury down the front here is going to be asking them a question, and we've got a couple of minutes for that. And then after that, we've got what we call our jam marketeers, who are going to be coming up and explaining how that technology could be used in their company or within the industry at large. Got it? All right, so this is, I think, the 6th or 7th jam session that I've sat through. It's quite a good experience. What I'd suggest is, my advice to you is to really lean into this, because there's a lot of different ideas that are going to be presented to you, and there's a lot of different opportunities that you could potentially explore. So look at the companies being presented here today, listen to the jam marketeers give their interpretation of how it can be used, and take all of that information into the drinks that we're going to have right after this to explore how can you take these startups that you see and move them from inspiration into different partnerships within your company. So, before we kick things off, I'd like to introduce you to our jury. So, to the jury members, just want to stand up. Come on, guys. It's a big. Okay. So, the jury members are going to be taking note of the companies being presented here today, and they're going to be getting together at the end of the. Yeah, you can sit down. Thanks, guys. End of the session to decide who is the winner of the Data Startup Challenge. The second group of people that I mentioned are our jam marketeers, and you're going to be meeting them one by one when they come up onto the stage after the startups have presented. In terms of the companies, as I said, we've got 8 different startups. 4 of them are in the general category. We've got 2 in the attribution category, and another 2 in programmatic. So you're going to see a real suite of different solutions from across the data startup landscape. So, without further ado, it's time to kick off our first startup for today, and that's in the general category.